Hey guys, so I want to just make sure I get the name right here. The Asian Pacific Islanders American Public Affairs Association just sent a letter to MSNBC stating their displeasure with the coverage of Andrew Yang. Now, I know this goes deeper and is more concerning than just, my candidate getting enough coverage. It's unfortunate we still have to worry about racial divides and concerns at this point, and them not getting equal coverage. It's very upsetting, and really that's what the letter stated. That's what the letter was about, saying, MSNBC, why does it seem like one of the Asian candidates is getting substantially less coverage than the others? Which I think is a very fair question. It's I don't want to get too deep into it about if it's racial or not. I mean, there definitely could be some influence there. I have no idea, and obviously I don't have much. I can't say much about it because I can't relate to the experiences of that. But yeah, it's unfortunate that it's still a concern, but I'm glad they're calling it out. And as far as for Andrew, I mean, this is big. First of all, this validates him calling out. Not that any of us really needed that validation. We knew it was going on, but for anyone new to the party, like, this seriously validates the fact that he's calling them out. An official Asian representing institution or organization, or whatever you want to call it, has expressed concern about Andrew Yang's coverage. And so now there's pressure on MSNBC from all the Yang gang and all of the Bernie Sanders supporters and everyone else who's has a problem with them filtering who we get to see, which at the end of the day is a massive issue, because this is about them trying to set someone else up for the election, which I mean. So this is huge. If this pressure continues, we may actually be working our way to a somewhat equal coverage news system. It's gonna probably take a long time before we actually get there all the way, but this may be laying the groundwork for that, which is huge. Hopefully it pays its dividends right here and now for Andrew's campaign, because I really do believe he would be the best to help fix the problems of this country. I am just very hopeful for, because it would be huge. It would be life-changing, even for me, and I'm not doing bad, I can only imagine for people in tougher spots than me. It's crazy to think about. But yeah, so this puts pressure on MSNBC. It validates his claim, and it really, really kind of forces them to make a decision. And I know they probably didn't want to have to make a direct decision. I know they put out a fake. They said they apologized in a private call, which Andrew and the campaign called out as BS. So that's another thing, but it just shows that they are trying to appear like they're leveling the playing field without actually doing anything. That's their whole goal. But with this, if they don't do equal coverage, people's first thoughts are going to be, is it because he's Asian? Is that why they're not giving him coverage? Because the American, let me make sure I get the name right again. The Asian Pacific Islander American Public Affairs Association. I saw that they sent a letter about this. Why is he still not getting equal coverage? I think that's just, that's, I don't know if that's something that they can ignore. I really don't. I definitely could see them just trying to ignore Andrew by himself, and even the Yang Gang, which there's been a lot of pressure just from them, and now we got an official organization stating it too, and they don't even endorse Andrew, you know, they're just like, hey, we just want to see some equal coverage so people can make their own informed decisions, which I fully support that message, you know. That's why this current debate structure is horrendous. It's horrible for this. Like, how are you going to explain healthcare in a minute and a half? But anyway, sorry, that's not the point of this video. Just, the main point is this organization coming out and stating, what is going on here? Why is this coverage so uneven? What are you guys doing? Is huge. You know, like, this makes MSNBC make a decision. They're going to either have to actively ignore this or acknowledge it. Ignoring looks really bad. Acknowledging in the wrong context looks really bad. So if they don't ignore, or if they don't, I guess they could ignore it and just start covering it equally. I guess that's a third option, which honestly, I think we all agree. We're fine with that, you know? We're fine with that. But this actually like stacks up on top of what Andrew said. So MSNBC would now have to make the public apology, allow the delegates, and then start covering them equally. That's how many layers deep this is right now to make it right. I know they can't really make it right, but I think we can all agree that we would probably stop boycotting them if they took those steps. I don't know if they will. I'm still a little unsure as to what kind of path they're going to take, but it's looking worse and worse for them. You know, it's looking worse and worse. It's getting to the point where they're going to have to make a decision besides just ignoring him. I think they may try and keep that up for a while, but if organizations keep coming out about this, if coverage of this keeps going up, it's just going to look really, really bad for them. Really bad. And in addition to, if their sponsors see this and they see how it's unfolding, they may not want to be anywhere near MSNBC, which affects their bottom line, which also forces a decision. Maybe stop pushing on the camera. So, this will be interesting. Lots of respect to sorry, it's a really long name, the Asian Pacific Islander American Public Affairs Association. You know, all the respect to them, because this is obviously a deeper issue for them than just their candidate isn't getting enough time, and hopefully it won't be a thing in the future. Truly, hopefully that will end up there with I know equal time is hard to say, it doesn't totally make sense, but we can all feel when it's unequal, you know. Like, very clearly in the last debate, even though I have to say Andrew's presence was huge because he had such good answers, he got so little speaking time. You could feel it. And yeah, because even if he was in like the 9 or 10 range, you know, even in the bottom average, I would feel a lot better about that. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I'm really excited to see how this plays out. Again, let me know in the comments if you learn any new information or if I missed anything. And I hope you guys have a great day. Happy Turkey Day. I'll see you next time.